Coal still lives, for now. Located in northern West Virginia and western Maryland sits the CSX Stony River Subdivision and Thomas Subdivision. Both former Western Maryland lines, neither see much traffic today. Only two businesses ship by rail in the modern day, one being Matiki Coal's loadout at the southern terminus of the Thomas Sub near Wilson, West Virginia, and the other being the massive coal-powered Mount Storm generating station near Bismarck, West Virginia at the end of the Stony River Sub. On Friday, December 22nd, 2023, I woke up planning to chase some priority intermodals on CSX's RF&P subdivision in eastern Virginia, but only one was running. I then turned my attention to other possibilities and noticed that a crew had been called for an empty coal train leaving the Mount Storm complex. Realizing this, I packed up my gear and headed for West Virginia. With a crew called for 0630, I knew that the train wouldn't leave before 0900, so I planned to arrive around 0830. After arrival, the crew was already hard at work putting the train together, and by 0945, CSX empty coal train E050-20 showed itself for the first time.
E050-20 doubling up his train.
Still having to double his train, I stuck around hoping for better lighting, though that proved fruitless. Light for the pushers was optimal, so I at least got something. Finally, at 09:59 a.m., E050-20 departed Mount Storm, and the chase was on. The first spot I caught up to him at is known as North Branch on the Stony River Sub. On the Stony River loops, as I like to call them, all trains must not exceed speeds of 10 miles an hour, making a chase very easy and stress-free. After catching him, I drove down the mountain and caught him once again at North Branch, descending the grade towards Bayard. The Stony River Sub is only about 17 miles, but due to the treacherous grades and tight curves, it takes most trains more than an hour to traverse it. We're at Route 90 in Bayard, where any train entering or leaving the Stony River sub has to travel through one of two switchbacks left in the United States. The other is at Hagen's in Southwest Virginia on the old L&N. After clearing the switchback in Bayard, E050's crew is ferried to the rear, now front, of the train for the trip up the Thomas sub.
Onward and upward!
Following him out of Bayard, I caught him twice along Aldhouse Hill Road before making a beeline for Blaine, West Virginia, further along the line. have only once chased a train on the Thomas Sub before this day. That happened back in June of 2023. During that trip, I ended up missing him at Blaine due to paranoia that he had already passed when he most likely hadn't. I did not make the same mistake this time and was able to catch up with him with relative ease. The last spot I ended up chasing him to was Beryl, West Virginia, near Luke, Maryland, where the Thomas Sub crosses under the CSX XB&O Mountain Sub. I was hoping for an over-under as I knew of multiple Mountain Sub trains nearby, but unfortunately the timing didn't work out. Thanks for watching, guys. I enjoyed putting this video together and of course chasing this train. Hope you all have a happy new year.
Off he goes. That was the E050-20. Now heading east to Kaiser. Pretty sweet.